Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Seth M Jaipuria School's Badwani's first podcast program. The podcast name is Voice of Jaipuria, where we explore ideas, shape young minds, education, and future leaders. So we are honored to have with us today a very young, distinct personality who is epitome of education, dedication, and excellent person. So I want to introduce Singh Parihar sir. Thank you so much sir for joining us for this wonderful podcast today.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me here. And I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this podcast, to be the very first person to be invited to the very first episode of Voice of Jaipuria. And we are looking forward to have an insightful session today.
Of course, sir, actually the motto of it, we want to innovate the education, explore the education and transform the education. So this podcast, of course, would be very fruitful to transform this education system.
True, sir, true.
Sir, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your roots of academic world?
Sir, well, I come from Kanpur. It's a beautiful place in North India. It is the place, I would say, where science meets the spirituality. And so, yeah, you can say that I am a proud Kanpuria and a proud Jaipurian as well. And talking about my, experience, I have been in this profession for about 8 years. And talking about Jaipuria group, sir, I have been associated with Jaipuria for last 3 years of my life. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great, sir. And one beautiful thing, I personally find it in your very young age, you started the career of your teaching. It shows that you are a completely passionate person of education.
Right.
It is not just profession. Because of that, you have come here. So sounds good. I'm really feeling proud to be the part of our team. And you are exactly the headmaster, you are the mentor who just guide us. So really it's wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So sir, one question that was asked by our teachers, and they have a questions. What are the qualities and qualification are you looking for when you just go for the proceeding of hiring new teachers in a school? Which kind of qualities do you expect to someone?
Well, that's a beautiful question, sir, and I would love to answer this. Well, we have a different, process of hiring at Jaipuria. We have a different bracket and criterias here. But talking about one major quality, I would name actually two. There are two important aspects. The first one is the passion. I personally believe this when I sit for hiring, that a subject content knowledge is obviously important. It adds up to the person's personality and his professional experience. But I feel like that passion for what you are doing it should be of the utmost importance. If you're not passionate about with your work, if you're not passionate of what you are doing, I don't think it is going to make a difference. And second most important thing is, I feel that willingness to learn. If you go with this mindset that look, I am a teacher and I know everything in the classroom, then I think somewhere you will fall. And we should not go with this mindset that I know everything. A person or a teacher especially should be a very willing learner. He needs to have this adaptability, because I don't think there is anyone in this field or in this sector who knows everything.
Yes,
even
sir.
Sometimes when you go to the classroom, you will just start feeling that there are students who know more than you, and which is a very good point, right? So I feel that there are two important qualities which I see in a teacher apart from subject content knowledge, is the passion for teaching, and the second one is to be a willing learner, to have willingness to learn.
Yes.
And grow as well.
You shared with us you have a willingness of learning every day, because education has changed rapidly last 20 to 25 years.
Right.
So if you go with the same mindset, you don't think that you don't need of any kind of updation, you cannot survive, because for your survivation you have to work a lot to yourself every day. You have to go with a lot of new things. These are the requirement of present scenarios education.
Right.
So you have to work a lot and you have to be a very good learner, then you will have to be a very good teacher.
Right, and you're talking about the past 20 to 25 years. I would also like to add here that we do not know as an educator what will happen to us for the very next years, for the upcoming next years of our life. So we are not sure about it. So that is the reason we should be adaptable to the changes. We need to make ourselves aware of what is going on around us, and that is the, I would say that this is the thing which you need to have, this is the thing which you need to inculcate in yourself if you really want to grow in this career. Apart from that, if you have this mindset that I know everything and I do not need to update myself, then I'm sorry, this career is not for you.
Okay, so we can say that a good learner be a good teacher.
Good teacher, definitely true, sir, true.
This is the question of our students, and they wanted to know that at a young age, many professionals wanted to choose the career of corporate MNCs and different kind of sectors. What is the thing that inspire you to come in academic world, and what the message would you want to give to the youngster?
So talking about this field, sir, I realized this at a very early stage of my career, that this is the only profession where the more you give, the more you're gonna get back. I mean, this is the beauty of this profession. As a teacher, as an educator, you are not just building a career, but you are shaping young minds, you are making future leaders, you are shaping the future generation. I mean, that is why this profession becomes very beautiful and significant. And talking about the corporate, sir, in corporate, the corporate success can impact the market, but a teaching can impact generations.
I agree with that, sir.
Right. And then again, your next question, that what message would you like to give to the young minds? Those who want to get into this profession, I would like to suggest that do not just choose this profession as a job, choose it as a mission,
as well as responsibility,
because as an educator we are having massive heavy responsibilities on our shoulders, and because we are dealing with the future leaders, future educationists, future doctors, future engineers, and so on, right? So it's a huge responsibility. At the same time, it's a feeling of pride as well.
I agree with that.
Right.
Because if accidental, any teacher who doesn't deserve all these things, he or she can spoil exactly the career of a lot of people. I agree with it.
Right. And also I would like to add one more point here, that if you go to a classroom and ask the students that what would you like to become when you grow up, hardly you will see any student who will say that, sir, I want to become a teacher.
I agree with it, because I also face the same problem when I go to the class and wanted to know exactly their dream, their goal. So no one is saying in India that we want to become a teacher. I don't know what is the problem with that, but the impact and the influence, what are the problem? They are not want to become a teacher in future.
Right. But I would say that again, it's a very this is the profession which requires a lot of responsibility, because you are dealing with future generation. So I mean,
agree with it.
Yeah.
Sir, it's a question of parents as well as me. What is your reason for the academic excellence of Seth M School, Bardwani?
Sir, well, our school does much more than completing a syllabus. Keeping this point in our mind, we are currently relying on three important pillars. First one is quality learning, second one is discipline, and the third one is holistic growth. And at Seth M Jaipuria School, Bardwani campus, our goal is very simple, that we want our students not to leave our school with the certificates. We want our students to leave with confidence, competence, and discipline. So this is what we expect from our students, and this is also our vision for the upcoming session.
And of course, sir, that can differentiate between I and other schools.
Right. This is the vision which makes us different from the other schools.
Yes,
right.
So sir, the next question is also asked by our students, and the question is, what qualities should students develop to become a future ready learners?
Sir, in today's competent world, knowledge is not the only thing which is sufficient for the students. And of course, a student needs to have a deep knowledge, but this is not the only thing which is going to work out in this competent world today. So knowledge gets outdated, but the skills and characters remain the same. So I strongly believe in this, and all the students who are watching us today, I would like to say that please work on yourself, work you should know what is happening around the globe. You need to have the information of everything. You need to explore ideas. And in our school only, we are providing ample of opportunities so that our students can be introduced to the real world problems.
Okay.
So I think once you come in Jaipuria, once you be a part of Jaipuria, or any other school which is, working on the holistic development of the students, bringing or work or inculcating the 21st century skills, I mean, that students need to work with the alignment of teachers so that they can develop themselves, be aware, and most importantly, continuously keep working on their skills and their character.
So we can concise it, along with education we have to work in
Skills,
matter a lot.
which is the need of the hour, sir, because as I said that there are a few things which can get outdated, but your skills and character always remains the
So
same.
skills matter a lot, we can say that.
They matter a lot, sir.
So can we go ahead for a rapid fire round?
Definitely, yeah. Please go ahead.
One word that defines Jaipuria's students.
Resilient.
Great. One essential habit every student must build.
Reading every day and have self-reflection.
Okay. And one message for teachers.
Always be open to new changes and be adaptable.
Great. And one academic priority for this session.
For this upcoming session,
Yes.
I would say that conceptual clarity with joyful learning.
Okay, so in your word, we can say education should be conceptualized, contextualized, and visualized.
Correct, sir.
So thank you so much, sir, for such insightful thoughts, and it inspires us and transform education and values. So it was our first podcast, first episode, The Voice of Jaipuria, and let's continue learning, growing, and leading together. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir, for having me here. It was such a wonderful session and looking forward to have such more interactions like this. Thank you, sir.